Hey guys, welcome to my little podcast. This is a little bit out of the norm for me. Usually I write to you guys and I just talk about art and stuff. Well, I'm still gonna do that today, but I had too much to say on that topic not to make a podcast out of it. So today I'm gonna talk about Taylor Swift and her impact on the music industry, pop culture, and for that, I didn't want to be talking to myself, so I brought my best friend, a Swiftie like us, a singer, a talented woman. So here's Jade, here's my girl.
Hi. Woohoo.
Welcome.
Thank you.
I'm assuming you're excited to talk about this just as much as me.
Yes, I'm shaking in my boots. I love talking about her.
Boots. Yeah, because we talk a lot.
Yes.
We definitely like to talk, and Taylor Swift is our favorite subject ever. We've both been listening to her for years.
Yes, especially me.
Yeah. You like the country era a lot.
Well, I like everything, but when I started listening to her, it was obviously more country because it was Fearless. That was the first album I listened to because... # my mom, credits to her, she bought the album, and that's how I got into her. And then I listened to Taylor Swift the album, got obsessed. Then it led to everything else, and she's been there all the time. There was a time where I was listening to her a little bit less because I was discovering more about what I liked and other music, but she was always there. She was always there in the background. And recently it just went back, and I'm really, really obsessed with her like I always have. So, yay.
Yeah. Well, for me, I think I really joined the Swiftie fandom during the 1989 era. I listened to her before, obviously, but my obsession comes from that album. And now that there's a re-record, I'm obsessed. I'm so excited. We're all thinking that there's a triple album coming or a double. We're not sure anymore. Because I saw on TikTok that it could be a triple because of an announcement made on Taylor Nation. She said not one, not two, but three, whatever. So we thought it could be a triple release, but it'd be really surprising. That's good.
Always has those Easter eggs. They're everywhere.
Exactly. Taylor uses Easter eggs all the time. If you've been on the internet just regularly, you've seen probably Easter eggs from Taylor and really surprising news. So I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, but it would be a lot of content for the Swifties.
Oh yes, well, she's always knows how to grab people's attention. She always has, and how she's doing it in a smart way, and also it's very intellectual compared to other people that just do it bang. She makes it more subtle, but you have to pay attention to everything else. And that's how she does Easter eggs, and people are obsessed with it. It's like an Easter egg hunt. She's the definition. If she was a holiday, she's Easter.
She's a mastermind.
Yeah, so she always delivers when it comes to that.
Yeah, and I'm really excited to be doing this podcast in this day and age, in this present moment, because now that we know her relationship with Travis Kelce, it needs to be mentioned. This is perfect for Taylor. She's only dated musicians or more softy boys, and now you have the classic American man, and I think it's really great for Taylor.
She's going back to her roots. When she started, she was dating guys from her high school, little country boys from where she comes from, and that's where Hey Stephen comes from and other songs. But now she's coming back, I think, to her roots because she saw that it wasn't working clearly what she was dating, the dating pool.
Yeah.
And Travis, I love him. I've always known him.
Me
this
too.
Is not new.
He has such a great personality, and he's so outgoing.
Yeah.
And the way he praises Taylor, just in the public that, and not in a sexual way or anything. He's just really honored to know the woman, and he really hopes to get a chance with her. And I guess he is right now.
He is, and I'm glad that he is. And I hope that he gave that friendship bracelet and that she's using it.
We've been giggling, kicking our feet for the past days over this because it's a perfect match. They both are very independent. They both have their own careers, which are both very different. So they can both be very happy for each other's success.
Exactly. I think it's going to also open her eyes to something else than what she's known. Because when she broke up with Joe Alwyn, let's just be honest, it was kind of an emotional time in the Swifties. And for obviously her.
We thought he was in game.
Of course, because he just brought her back to a place where she was calm, and especially with everything that went on, because she took such a long break before she did Folklore and Evermore. He was there for those two events when that happened. And when they broke up, it was a big shock to everyone. And then, well, she rebounded with Matty Healy, which I don't understand, and I was not a stan of, because I think he's weird, and I don't like.
He's very controversial.
Yeah, exactly. And well, now Travis, you know, he knew what he was doing. Yeah,
and like the way that Taylor changed the entire NFL in one day, like the way she changed the economic revenue of the NFL, like just the Chiefs sold more tickets in one day than they sold since the beginning of their seasons at their stadium. Like the Kelsey Travis t-shirts are like now 400% in sales higher than it was before. Like now there was Heinz doing a ketchup and seemingly ranch sauce because Taylor was eating seemingly ranch with her chicken or something.
It's
during that day. In one day.
It's crazy. I'm just thinking about the ranch seemingly Heinz thing is odd, but you know, if she's putting everything on the map, you know, it's crazy because there's people on TikTok right now with the wives and their husbands that love the football. They're starting this new trend with, oh, well, you know, Taylor Swift is putting him on the map, and you know, we didn't know who he was, and they're like, no, like everybody knows who Travis Kelce is, but not everybody did.
Exactly, like Taylor is known globally, and Travis is known very well, but like nationally in the NFL. I mean, it's a very American sport. Yes, Canadians obviously know of him, but that's pretty much it. Like, obviously he's very famous, but like his income, his net worth, his fan base is much smaller. Maybe Taylor did not put him on the map, no, but globally, yes. And like, she is more famous than him, period. Like, she has 272 million followers on Instagram. He has like 33 or something. Yeah. Like at the end of the Eras tour, she's gonna make like $1 billion, and he's like, I think at like 3 million or something. Like, it's not even close. It's okay that like they feel insulted because yes, Travis Kelce is known, but you cannot compare his fame to Taylor Swift.
She is the most famous woman on this earth. Mother Earth, it's Taylor. And she also influences everyone in music, even if they don't even say it. You know, like Olivia Rodrigo is really big right now. Yeah. But she is doing some stuff that Taylor does, like the Easter eggs and hints and stuff like that. She knows where it comes from. It comes from Taylor. And they even said that they had a feud, but it's not even true. It's
that's
fake.
Just the media sparking rumors. But exactly. I think she's just taking inspiration from her because she is changing the way musicians or like movies or whoever, the way that they are marketing what they want to show to the public, the way that they grasp their attention and stuff. Like now concerts, like Ticketmaster and stuff, they have to give codes to any artist, whether they're small or big, because now everybody's interested in going to concerts and getting there first. Because Taylor started that hype of like, we're going there, we're being in the moment, we're enjoying what a concert is. Like Olivia Rodrigo, yeah, like yes, she's big, but she's not big enough that like all of her shows get sold out. The same for like Noah Kahan or like just new artists. Their shows are getting sold out, and like they need codes. Like people need codes to just try and get a ticket, but they're not even that big. It's just like Taylor's getting all the hype around concerts and stuff.
Well, she did win the best concert of the summer, which makes totally sense. She was against Drake, Beyonce, and they did have amazing shows. I must say, iconic. It's very iconic, but she's catered her show to her fans. 3 hours of every single era, giving surprises songs that everybody is praising to, and like betting their lives on what it is and doing something that they've never done before.
Nobody's doing it like her.
Exactly. So she is a phenomenal woman, and we are so glad that she will be coming to Canada.
Yeah.
At one place.
Because we're gonna go see her.
Gonna go
Spoiler:
see her.
we're gonna go see her at the Eras store, and like, see, we're so excited. Like, we didn't care how much money it was or whatever. We just wanted to see her because it's a whole experience. You don't have to like her music, but you can agree that there's no other show like this, that it's a unique experience, and like it's gonna be remembered in history.
100%. Like, if there would be an award, like a Nobel Prize for music, except like a higher than a Grammy,
Oh, okay.
she could get it.
Yeah.
You know, she has revolutionized everything, you know, and especially she's doing a movie which is totally different because she's already done Miss Americana and the Reputation tour film on Netflix, and it was really good, and also Folklore on Disney Plus.
Long Pond.
Exactly. I've watched 2 of them. I've watched Miss Americana and Reputation, and I loved both of them because it's like watching a show as Reputation, and Miss Americana is like opening your life to her, and it was so interesting, and it was one of those documentaries that I did not dislike.
Yeah.
So,
but it was all like, I really like documentaries, but like it was all after the hate she got for like being a snake or whatever, and like those things were all untrue, and it showed how affected she was by this. And like, I just think Taylor is so nice because look at what she's doing right now. She's working her ass off like all the time. She's giving us content like daily. There's always something because she's aware and she's grateful of like the fame she's got. Like, there's no one that's as famous as her right now. That's like undebatable. So like, she just gives and gives and gives so much. I don't think that she's like a snake who's selfish and stuff. It's just that there's a whole brand that was built around her. It happened to be her, and she just really takes advantage of the opportunity, and she shows her like her gratefulness for this all the time.
Yeah, it's jealousy. Like, the people that don't like her, like Kanye West, at some point Katy Perry, Kim Kardashian. I think she's super fake when it comes to Taylor Swift.
Well, it's incredibly intimidating that someone that sings pop, especially, gets so much recognition for what she does, you know?
Exactly, and there's people that are going to be jealous, are going to want to overthrow her, but it's very hard, and no one has gotten to that point at all, honestly. And just like there's some people that love her, even in the music industry, like Beyonce loves Taylor Swift, obsessed with her, and other people like Selena Gomez, but they're like best friends. So
it's biased, but yes,
it still counts. But she's an incredible woman, and also in those documentaries, she would open up about her struggles with her eating and her eating disorders in her body, because in 1989 she was skinny, and she opened up that is an eating disorder that she had, and I just thought that it was so brave of her to be so transparent about those problems, because not everybody wants to be transparent about them, but she did it, and I think that really just made all of her fans even understand her more, even grab even more people and be like, wow, she's human. She's not a bad person. She's not this celebrity that is mean, but whatever.
Yeah, I think it really shows what humans, or like just the population in general, are looking for in music, and it's relatability. Like, there's some debates on like, is she as big as like the Beatles and the Rolling Stones and Michael Jackson? And although it might not be like the music you want to worship or like you'd want to get big pop, she is as big or bigger, and that's because of like the medias today. Obviously, like, it's easier to listen to music and stuff, so she's getting more fame, but like, she's iconic. Like, every album that she does is so like different from the other. There's eras around her, there's different qualities and like periods of time that you can associate to those albums, and that you can associate to like your own life. Yes, they're all like love albums, like they're always about love and like relationships and self-love, some type of love, and you'd be like, that's a stupid concept to like, but that's what people love. Like, it just works, and she's like it's all super iconic and like perfect for an audience that wants different things. Like, for example, we like different albums.
Yes,
we obviously have some in common, but like,
let's name them for the people. Like, what? Let's do the euphorians first.
like a top 3.
Do your best.
Okay.
Because we can't. I gotta speak for myself. I can't hate any of her albums because they're all perfect.
Yeah.
But we'll do it for the viewers.
But like, let's just say like the ones that you just listen to the most often, like, because ish. Let's just say the ones that are like special in our hearts, metal.
Okay.
Because like 1989 is super nostalgic to me because that's like when I fell in love with her music and like when I realized how fun and relatable she was. So obviously I love this one. And when she released Folklore, I was like, oh my god, this is so different from what she usually does, but it's so beautiful, and I love that vibe. I just love it. So I'd say Folklore. But I'd also say like Lover and Red. I'm gonna stop at that because I could name all of them honestly, but like, yeah, I'm gonna stop it at that.
Okay, well, those are very good choices.
Thank you.
Me, it's a struggle. I'm gonna go with my era as a person because I go with eras for me.
Yeah, see, we relate Taylor to our own lives. Yeah.
Exactly. I would say right now I'm really enjoying Red. I love I Bet You Think About Me. I think it's a mix of pop because that was the album that made her pop. And also it's a mix of her country, so I really enjoyed it. And I would also say, it's so hard.
I know.
Fearless for me is always going to be for me. Fearless, speak now. 1989.
Reputation, lover, folklore, evermore,
midnight. Anyways.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
So Fearless would be one of them because that's what made me be a fan for her. Like, I was obsessed with the song 15. I thought it was so relatable, even if I was like 6. I thought it was really relatable. And I also loved White Horse because I'm a horse girly as well.
Yeah.
And I would say for my third album, I'm gonna spice it up and say Reputation.
I knew it. I knew it.
That is an album that I learned to love. The first time I heard it, I wasn't, oh my god, but I still liked it. And now I love almost all the songs.
Dress, gorgeous, ready for it. Don't blame me. So many other ones. Like,
it's super good. But I love all of her albums, and I also have to add a song. I'm obsessed with The Great War right now by Midnight from The Vault.
Because like, the Vault songs from Midnight, like Midnight is really good. I'm not gonna lie, but like there's so much nostalgia from the past albums. Like, it's hard to like it as much right now. Say if we get used to it, I'm assuming that yes, it's gonna. Mitty.
Yeah, exactly.
It's such a struggle.
It's see, just saying my answers, I'm like, I feel bad. I should have said another one, and but we'll stick with that right now because we love all of her albums.
Do we do like a quick mention of our favorite songs right now, just like in the moment, because like it changes all the time, but right now, what's like the only 5 songs that you're listening to the most, that you're really vibing with?
Okay, I'll say Clean by 1989.
Okay.
I love that song. I would also say I Almost Do from the Red album as well. I love that one. And
it's so hard.
Betty by Betty in Folklore.
I'm allowing myself to go see.
You're allowed.
On Spotify.
There's also other songs that I love as well, but and also Our Song by Taylor on Taylor Swift, because
you're into your Our Song era right now.
Well, I'm a big Formula One fan, and that's Daniel Ricciardo's favorite song.
Yes, he sang it,
and I love Daniel Ricciardo, so yeah. Well, also, like, a little fact is people that love Taylor Swift love very similar
I have a very similar interests.
Like
agree. Gilmore Girls.
They like reading most of the time.
Yeah.
They like Formula One. They enjoy also Harry Styles too. Lana Del Rey or Olivia Rodrigo, and me and Florence, it's very, we like some things at the same time, but we don't like the same things at the same time.
Yeah.
But we have similar interests.
Yeah, we connect
that are
on so many
different.
things. Like,
Yeah.
F1, Gilmore Girls, Taylor Swift.
Yeah, see, like
Pop culture just in general. We
Yeah.
talk about it all the time.
like you also have like those categories, which is like Swifties that are either like Harry Swifties or that
Olivia
are
Swifties.
or Lana Swifties.
Yeah.
I'm more of a Harry Swiftie. She's more of Olivia
Yeah.
Swiftie, and sometimes Lana, I must say.
Yeah.
But it depends. on your
Yeah.
on your mood. So, yeah.
Yeah, and like, okay,
Okay, we're
Okay.
ready.
I'm gonna say a few because I don't think you said 5, but I'm just gonna say like the
No,
ones
I
I
said-
remember the most.
Yeah.
London Boy. London Boy has just really been on repeat right now. Also, You're on Your Own, Kid. I think it's a beautiful song and it like speaks to me so much. One that's like really underrated, but as underrated as it can be for a Taylor Swift song, because like all of her songs are hits and are popular, and most of them. My State of Grace is just really, I just really like the vibe it's giving me. Movie, love story, but like in a really cool way. Like, I just find that song beautiful. I think I'd just say those right now. 'Cause
Yeah. I also add from Mr. Perfectly Fine. I
Oh.
like that song.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Obsessed with it. So, yeah.
This is very hard.
Yeah, it hurts my heart just saying which ones I love because I love all of them. Like if you look at like my like
New
songs, it's
Romantics,
obsessed.
obviously.
Oh.
Like the whole 1999 album. I'm
It's
so excited
perfect.
for the re-record.
Oh God, I'm really expecting a Harry Styles and Taylor Swift. I'm waiting for that.
But if there's a double album, like we're assuming, it's very probable. Like
Yeah.
like the second album would be only features, because her producer Jack Antonoff, he did that for one of his album, like with his band Bleachers.
I
Like
love that
he-
band.
So he released the album, and then like a year later, he released it again. It's the same songs, but all with like features. So it could be probable for Taylor just that she would do it in like the same day.
Well, yeah, because she said that this was the best re-recording of album ever. So I'm very excited, and I'm ready for
Me
her
too.
ride. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I'm ready to put that in my car and listen to it. Because when I drive, fun fact about me, when I drive, I only listen to Taylor Swift.
It's calming. It's
Yep, it puts me in the zone. I have no
The
bothers.
silence.
I don't
Yeah.
have a song that I'm like, ugh, I don't like. Every single song I like, so I
Yeah.
don't need to skip any
No
of them.
skip.
So, yeah.
I'm so sorry. I'm
pause.
just looking
That's fine.
at my list.
We went through a lot of
Emotion.
emotions
But
and
like,
topics.
obviously, there's the Eras Tour movie that's gonna come out Friday the 13th. Like, wow, Taylor on the 13th once again.
I love my birth month. Thank you. Thank you.
No, but it's just like she had to do it on the 13th, and it's perfect. Like, she doesn't care. Like, she chose the prices
Yeah,
for her
1989.
own movie. Yeah, $19.09 for adults and 13 cents
for
kids. Like, what the heck? And she has so much power, but like she uses it in such a good way. I just really, really love it. And like when I'm gonna see it, I'm for sure gonna talk to you guys about like my experience with the movie and stuff. But like I can't believe that I'm gonna see the movie and then I'm gonna go see her live in a year with you.
That's gonna be crazy because I'm really excited to go see the movie, and I will be dressed up, just like when we went to the
Same.
bar.
Yeah.
I will be dressed up
Yeah.
for this event, and I think it's just gonna be a sneak peek for what I'm going to see, because I'm gonna go through emotions. I'm not gonna have any voice. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna enjoy.
We're gonna be so in the moment. I'm so excited.
I don't even care where we're sat. Like, I didn't want to go too down either, because or else you don't see anything. Because she has put so much detail in her Eras Tour, like to the effects, to the dancing, to the transitions.
So many Easter eggs as well.
It's crazy. So I think it's also important where you're placed in the show, because if
Yeah.
you're too low, you can't see anything that's going on.
Yeah.
So
So we made sure we're very high.
yeah, and
By the
That's
way, we still
perfect.
haven't figured out our outfits, and like it's a very crucial part of the concert experience. Like for those who don't know, you have to dress up in the Taylor Swift era when you go to the Eras tour, like
Yes.
or like a lyric that reminds you of something, or like a funny bit that she did once in a few moons. Like just like.
Yeah.
It's very niche sometimes, but that's what makes it so creative and so fun.
Yeah.
And also we have to make some friendship bracelets.
Obviously, obviously, and it's, you have those concerts that you have no choice to dress up for that vibe, right? It's like Harry Styles. If you don't dress up for a Harry Styles concert, there's a problem.
Yeah.
It's the same thing for a Taylor. You don't just go there with a pair of jeans and a basic top.
That won't do.
No, if you want to go basic, you maybe get like the 22 shirt.
Yeah,
and
or
then you
the I love T Swift.
Exactly. So you'll be more into it and more immersed in her experience. Because if
And it's so fun because like all the girlies compliment each other's outfits and like
but we have to consider that it's November.
yeah,
We can't go
no,
short.
but they're probably gonna close the.
No, but we're
top.
waiting outside.
True, we're waiting
for a
outside.
long time.
Yeah.
So
We'll find a way.
yeah,
We'll probably wear like tights if ever we're wearing like shorts, like a skirt or something.
I'm not
Or
I'm not a
dress.
short dress person
Yeah,
at the base, so I think I'm gonna be like long pants, so that's fine.
depending on.
I'm just thinking about the other girlies that are gonna go all out and they're gonna be waiting a long time like we are.
If you have like unique ideas for us, let us know. It can be a group thing or like an individual thing. I really don't mind.
Yeah, we just want to look good and feel
Yeah.
good and have a really nice experience.
I can't believe we're gonna see Taylor Swift live. Like she is a moment right now, and we get it, and we got the
chance.
opportunity to see her. Like we got a code, we got tickets after her second try. Like
Yeah, we
so
got
happy.
so emotional for it. I just remember I was getting out of my class and I was putting stuff in my locker in Florence, and our friend Melina, you were like, "Oh, Jay, come!" And I was like, "Give me a second here. I
I
need
was
to
so
be
excited.
relaxed." So then I go there and I'm like shaking. And when we get the tickets that says you will be a part of the Eras tour, we were literally screaming in the most silent part of our school. And they were all like, "What's going on?" We're like, "We're gonna go see Taylor Swift." And they were like, "Oh,
We didn't care
okay."
who was around. We were
Yeah.
so happy because we thought that we had lost the battle because like it didn't work the first time, and you can't like get another code. Like that's just not how it works. But we figured it out, and we're so happy.
Yes, for sure.
Something I wanted to bring up. They obviously, like Taylor is a lyricist. Like her lyrics are so important because like some of her songs are just like have less beats in them or are less like happy and dancey. They're more sad, but it's the lyrics that count. And like honestly, all of her lyrics are important because they're so poetic, and then she uses her own lyrics to create Easter eggs. Or like, it just they always. She's magic, okay? Because they always end up relating to her life. Like with the Travis Kelce thing,
There's so
like,
many Easter eggs. I
I'll
saw
be
that.
87 and you'll be 89 because his football number is 87. She wrote that lyric years ago. Like years
Yeah.
ago, she couldn't have
There's
known
so many.
that she'd mean Travis Kelce. And like sometimes she talks about like red and yellow, and that's obviously the Kansas City
Yep.
Chiefs. And like there's so many
There's a lot.
moments relating to her life. It's all magnetic. Like she's obviously does manifestation through her own lyrics. It's crazy.
Yeah, like I saw that TikTok yesterday, like, oh my god, like look at how many like lyrics that relate to Travis Kelce. And the funny thing is, I'm sure that he knows about it. I'm sure he's that type of guy that's looking on TikTok and seeing what's going on with him, you know, with all of this. And I love that. And Taylor maybe a little bit less, because I would maybe, but I would be more like putting my money on Travis, just looking at all that and just thinking it's the funniest thing ever. And I just want to bring it back also to the time where Taylor Swift and Joe Alwyn broke up, and Fernando Alonso, which is a driver, that broke up. And so they just paired them up together, and
For no reason, honestly.
for no reason, because they are not at the same stage of life.
They're not even the same, close to
No.
similar age. Like they're not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I would have honestly preferred another driver to date her.
Yeah.
That would be me. But I still love Alonso, and his marketing strategy is the smartest thing. The fact that there's so many like Taylor Swift people and Formula One people that put them together. He has so many followers and fans because of that event. He would publicize
everybody, like every celebrity, he was already a celebrity, gets major, like, how do you say it, like, impact.
Impact
from just being associated for a second with Taylor Swift. Like, she's changed the American economy. She's like Travis Kelce's fan base exploded, and like that happens to like any other celebrity, and like it's not even PR anymore. It's just like it's a complete change in fame and the way like somebody's being viewed, like with Fernando and stuff. That was crazy.
No, Fernando, like the funniest thing is that he, as I said, his marketing is so good because he follows what's going on. He knows what's going on, and so he would use Taylor Swift, and he was like, I don't remember what it was.
He take advantage of it, and like good for him. I mean, it's Taylor Swift. Who wouldn't want to be associated with her?
Exactly. And there was like this trend going on with like sports, and they were like, oh, what's your favorite Taylor Swift song? And they would say it, and he was like, what's his favorite song? And he said a song, and I was dying because it was so funny. And right now, like, it's the Roman Empire. He did one with that as well because he was reading a book called The Roman Empire. He knows what he's doing, and the fact that Taylor Swift and them had a little pairing of whatever that was brought him fame, and look at him now.
So you're saying that like Taylor Swift's impact got him like a bigger audience, like a bigger viewing, so now he's like more aware of trends and how it impacts his own fame, because before he wasn't really like that connecting like that much with his public, like
he's
through
niched.
social media, like, and he's from another generation as well, and like he's older, like another generation of drivers completely, so like she just really impacts people's lives. It's crazy.
It's
even
two
people
worlds.
who don't need it. And then people say that like Travis Kelce and Taylor is PR. Both of them don't need PR.
I believe 100% that there is something going on. I want this mom and dad together.
I want them to get married.
I want them to have kids. I know they're going to be beautiful, gorgeous, tall, beautiful people.
They're going to be so beautiful.
Yeah, and I'm looking for a Travis Kelce in my life. He's the vision of what I would want.
I mean, he's such like a homebody and such a great like family life. He's so close to his mom, his brother, his nieces and stuff.
God, it's like, the cutest thing.
He has such a funny personality. Like, obviously he's cocky on the field because
it's his job.
And like that's what you need to be an athlete. You need some kind of ego to get through it.
But he's so humble.
Nice.
Like so humble.
And he's tall, so now Taylor's the small person in the relationship. Like, and
he's a big man, if you know what I mean.
He's a handsome man.
Oh yeah, he's got that stash going. El Travador right now. That's his little
El Travador.
That's his tagline right now. And I love his podcast as well, like New Heights. I'm obsessed. I'm always looking at what's going on.
He briefly mentioned her, and he was so kind to say that like she was beautiful and it went really well, but he's not going to mention more for her own privacy as she's not really on the media. Like,
he's so the good man. He is endgame. I want to be an endgame.
Because like obviously we're talking about like pop culture in the music industry, but like Travis's relationship with Taylor is changing everything. The marketing of everybody. It's not just music anymore. It's like she's impacting like everything.
Like, look what's going on now with we all know about the Scooter Braun, what's going on, what happened with that, and now Justin Bieber is re-recording Demi Lovato and Ariana Grande, which is so huge, because those are also three very huge big artists.
Like they marked her childhood.
Yeah, exactly. Like Justin Bieber, I love him. Like, you can't hate him. I'm sorry.
His music was a banger. Like, it was so freaking good.
I saw his show and I was freaking out. I loved it. He is such a good performer. He gives. He's like Taylor Swift. Like, he gives a lot and he makes it so special. And him just re-recording that is crazy, because if you watch the Never Say Never documentary, I have multiple times. It's one of my favorites. Scooter Braun found him when he was a kid, and like he was like a brother figure for him. And
it's crazy the thing that he would leave him at such a stage, but at the same time, if he decides to be unprofessional and like sell Taylor Swift's music and stuff, like
he has to, you know, and it
has to happen. Like, it's his problem. He made that decision. he made that big boy decision, and like he ruined it for himself, and like it's his problem.
Yeah, exactly. And good for them. And now Demi Lovato did a totally different direction with her music by re-recording. It's way more rock. I haven't listened to it yet.
Me neither.
But good for her. If she's happy with that, she's happy with that. But she's influenced other artists to do so many things like them, to like do their own path and like.
But I wouldn't want to be Scooter Braun right now. Like that's the person I wouldn't want to just be, because all of the major artists are re-recording, and it's especially directed towards you, and like because or else they wouldn't do that. Like
well, at the same time, he really does deserve it, and he has a face that I would punch personally. I don't really like him, but I wouldn't want to be him either, but he totally deserves what's coming to him, because karma.
Yeah, and now that like Taylor's re-recording and stuff, it shows all of the other artists that like they don't have to be associated with like a producing company and stuff, because they have the money, they have the resources, they have the fan base and stuff. So it's really changing the way that artists are viewing like their own teams, their own marketing, their own like
their own brand.
Their own brand, yeah. They're
their own brand.
They're like all rebranding right now.
Exactly.
And, like, you know, Taylor's been re-recording, and I think it's given her the idea to be more free and like that with everything that she's creating and taking control of all of that. Like she's made obviously the All Too Well 10-minute version short film, and she got 3 awards for it. Let me just tell you, she got a Grammy for like best music video, and she got 2 MTVs, MTV like America and then MTV Europe, just for like that short film, because it was so beautifully done. She directed it, and the result was amazing, and because it's her story and she takes control of the way her story is presented to the public, it just came out so beautifully. Like it couldn't have been done as perfectly as Taylor, because it's her own story. She knows how it should go.
Yeah, because it is. It's if no one knows about what All Too Well is about, it's about Jake Gyllenhaal, one of the exes that we don't like. Yeah. The exes that we don't like in Taylor and the Swifties is...
Let's say the ones we like, because I think it's easier. Taylor Lautner.
I love Taylor Lautner. I can't hate Joe Alwyn. He did some good songs on there. It was really good.
We don't know what really happened. The only thing that sucks is that he didn't really want to be seen with her in public as much, and I think Taylor likes to show and promote her relationships. But like he's not on the blacklist.
No, we don't hate him.
But yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal is not.
We don't like him at all. We hate John Mayer. We don't really like Joe Jonas either. He was kind of.
And now with the Sophie Turner divorce, like I'm so confused by all of this.
Yeah.
And the way that Taylor is supporting Sophie Turner, I mean.
Yeah, it's a bit
I wouldn't mingle with all that. Yeah.
Me either. But at the same time, like I do like it when Taylor's kind of, toxic. It's fun, but I wouldn't get into that, because I feel like this situation is really taken a direction that I would not like to be in.
It's so public. I hate it.
It's too public. It should be more private. I feel like the person that is more private about it is Joe, because he's on tour. Yeah,
and also like he has a good team behind him, and they're probably telling him to shut up.
His brothers.
Yeah.
And they're a nice family.
I wonder what their opinions are on that. It's crazy.
I don't think they'll ever say anything, because they want to respect their brother's life.
But they definitely have an opinion.
But for sure.
But they won't say anything.
Exactly. And
I doubt it.
Exactly. And but I do think that they should take this situation more lightly, because there are children involved. Yeah. But we are stirring into another thing, but let's get back to Miss Taylor. But yeah, exactly. We don't really like Joe Jonas,
because we were talking about that All Too Well music video and stuff, and like
they weren't the same age, so that's why she wrote the song, and it's like one of the saddest.
But it's so good,
like love songs ever.
And like somebody that doesn't really is familiar with Taylor's music, they'd be like, 10 minutes is so long for like a slow song. But
it feels like 2 minutes.
I like
to me.
I feel like I know every single lyric of that song.
I
and
do,
it's 10 minutes, but it's because every word matters in that song. It's crazy. It's just so good.
Like, if I could say a lyric, it's like, here we are again, and
we love the night,
dancing in the kitchen, in the refrigerator light. I was there, running scared. I remember it all too well. Love
yes,
that song.
girl, sing it, sing it.
Thank you. But all the Swifties know this song by heart, and we are so lucky that we will hear it on the Eras tour, because she does sing it, the 10-minute version, not the small
and
one.
like it's just so nice that we get to go through all of the eras, because they all mean something different for us. Like Lover, obviously it's our Lover era. We're like experiencing with our crushes and like heartbreaks and everything.
Joe Alwyn, Cornelia Street, so
yeah.
that's a good song.
And like by Lover, obviously, with
London Boy,
the single and stuff. And like say 1989 is more for like her
Harry Styles. I love
like
him.
Our self-exploration, having fun with our girlfriends, and
well, yeah, because that during 1989
that's who she was.
Like, and she oh frick, I forgot Calvin Harris was also in that era too. Tom Hiddleston. That was more Reputation though, because Dress was written about
Getaway
Tom Hiddleston and Getaway Car.
Oh, that's such a good song.
Yes,
that's in my top too. Like, they're also really
they're so good. But not only is Taylor all about love, she's also about other things in her lyrics which people don't understand and they don't want to experiment with learning. Like My Tears Ricochet is about Scooter Braun. It's hey, we gathered stones, never knowing what they'll mean.
Yeah.
Like, there's the rest of it too, but it's all about Scooter Braun. The Man is about feminism.
I mean, she brutally, I must say, attacks her exes, but I mean, it's well deserved, and that way, like so many people relate and like can like indirectly bash at their exes for treating them like shite, you know, like it's just a good way to explore her own feelings, because like she just knows how to put them into words.
Like, listen, John Mayer right now canceled his show in Kansas City because I think it is because for sure about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift, because he's a very controversial person in the music industry, because he said, oh, it's not for that, but if it was about that, I have no idea who Travis Kelce is. He's so unimportant.
And like, if I remember correctly, at some point, John Mayer says like, oh, I remember that she was doing music for a bit. That little music bit. Are you kidding me? Taylor's the most famous woman right now. And like, how could you not know that she attended that football match? Everybody knows. Everybody.
They obviously he obviously regrets not being with her, because he,
and I feel like he handles the situation really badly, because instead of being truly like sincerely supportive, he just makes himself look like an a-hole in front of everybody. He
looks like an idiot. He's the idiot in the situation. She literally slayed everything that comes from after that, because her first album where she wrote everything from her was Speak Now, but and that was crazy, and that's when John Mayer weaseled in a little bit.
So she always gets the last laugh. She always gets the last laugh. She, like, obviously in life, you can't control everything that's happening to you, but if there's someone that's like the closest to controlling her life, is Taylor Swift. Because like she's always had the last laugh with her exes. Like she's re-recorded her albums. Now there's the like Eras Tour movie, and like I'm sure you guys know, but like there's the SAG-AFTRA strike right now, like because of like the rights of writers and employees and stuff in Hollywood, and so like nobody can really start filming and shoot their films or series or projects that are upcoming, and like series reboots, series sequels and stuff. So it's kind of like a really stressful time. But Taylor, she manages to release a movie that's just been recorded, and it's not supposed to happen right now, but she can do that because she decided to make sure that she was respecting like all of the limits of the union and stuff, because she's part of the SAG union herself, but she made sure to respect like all of those limits. Like from the Billboard article, I read that like she was respecting the interim rules, and like because it's a documentary, it's helping her case, because obviously there's no one writing the documentary. It's more like it's documenting her life. There's no like acting. It's all very real, so that's helping her case and stuff. But like she's lucky because she's one of the few that's going to be making revenue this fall. And she's going to be making so much money because so many people cannot attend the Eras tour, so they're going to go and watch that movie. She's going to make so much money. It's crazy. She just keeps making so much money.
It's going to be a contender, I think, with like Barbie and big movies like Oppenheimer, maybe a little bit.
Yeah. You think that there would be a limit to how much an artist can make, like a musician and stuff. But for her, there was not. Like, she just keeps finding ways to make money. And I don't think she's all about money, but I think that she's ambitious and she has projects and that she wants to give as much as possible to her audience.
Yeah, to her fans.
And
she calls her family.
Yeah.
You know, and during 1989, she invited a lot of her fans to her house.
Yeah, that's so cool.
I wish I was there. I was literally crying that I wasn't invited.
Too young for that, though.
Yeah, I was like 11 or something like that. I was still really young. So so the Swifties is basically a family. We all love each other. We don't disrespect each other. Everybody's open and
a big family.
Big family. So that's how, you know, she treats us like we are a part of her family, and she's a part of ours, even if she's not here right now. Bang. She'll always be here in our ears.
Man, look at what she's doing right now. She's teasing us. She's like, I'm just so happy that right now she's like letting loose. She's getting to know someone, yes, publicly, but like she doesn't care right now because she's on her break from tour, and she deserves it because she sings for 3 hours night after night for like weeks.
Yeah,
just for her own sake. 3 hours. Have you heard of another artist do that?
No, absolutely not. No, the sky is the limit.
And the costumes changes, and the way that like remember that concert that like she did it in the rain, and it rained like in Texas. Poured. It was pouring the whole time, and she did it anyways. So many artists would have canceled.
Exactly, like she's just incredible. She's so amazing, and she brings everything to life on stage. Like,
and somehow she's still humble and finds ways to like show that she cares to others. She doesn't have the time for that, but somehow she still finds a way because she's such a great person.
Yeah, she's the definition of a superwoman, for sure, and a role model.
She deserves that fame for her music and like.
Yeah, of course, and you know, anybody that listens to her, it comes from it's not only girls, right? She even reaches men. Like Travis Kelce is a big fan. There's also other people that I know that, you know, are boys and stuff like that. Like anybody can listen to her. Anybody.
You just have to be like open-minded and stuff, and like stop thinking that it's just for the girls. It's a whole bunch of fun.
Yes.
And sadness sometimes, but it's a whole bunch of fun. Like everybody deserves that fun.
It's a green flag. If you're dating someone and you say, oh yeah, I really like Taylor Swift, I'm like, oh, okay, that's
green
great.
flag.
It's a green flag. So don't be shy, just be open and listen to it. Like, I love these two guys on TikTok that are reacting to like rap, but they're reacting to Taylor Swift, and they're like, oh my god,
banger
her lyrics, they hit.
Yeah.
And it's fun seeing it from that perspective too, because those are people that usually listen to Drake, 21 Savage, stuff like that, which personally, you know, is totally different from what she listens to. But they listen to her and they're like, mad respect, because her lyrics are freaking awesome. Her production's awesome. Oh, it makes me want to cry. And they love it. They love it. And it's funny seeing them like bop their heads, or they're like, oh, restart, go back. So incredible.
Yeah. Like, she's got all of us in a chokehold. Like, no matter who you are, you just want more of her content. You just want more of like all that she has to offer. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, and you always want to re-listen to her music, like,
because there's always something. They're all like all the albums are so different from each other. There's always something that you're in the mood for.
Exactly. Like, guess what I was listening to coming here? Taylor Swift.
Yep.
Taylor Swift.
And like, I just want to talk about how she's teasing us all the time, because we're always making so many predictions, and honestly a lot of them become accurate, and that's because her fame is not dying, and has not been dying. It sounds weird, but like, it has not been dying or like fading away since she's been so into like her brand and stuff, because she's constantly giving us something to look forward to, and like giving us Easter eggs and stuff. Like, we're all thinking that there's going to be like a final album from a graffiti video that she made years ago at the end of one of her music videos. I don't even remember, but you know, like the graffiti wall, and it's like the names of all the albums in a kind of like clockwise manner. And there's right now, what we're noticing from like that photo from years ago is that there's a 1989 written in white and then in black. And when we get on the 1989 by the Taylor Swift website, and it glitches in black. So that's where we're thinking that there's maybe a double or triple album coming out on October 27th. And all of that, like the re-records and stuff, we think it leads to Karma, like a huge album. Like, yes, it's the name of a song, but like people think it's like a final album and stuff.
Or people think it might be, in the next album might be Reputation, because
and then Debut, and then the final Karma.
Yeah, it's crazy, because even in her most like recent album Midnights, she had a music video for Bejeweled, the elevator. I just thought
of something. I don't know if nobody mentioned that, but like she ends her tour like with Karma.
Yes.
The song Karma.
Yeah.
So it might be because she's ending. What if? Okay, I have to say
predictions.
What if after, if Karma is truly like an album, what if after that's when she stops and like gets has children and like focuses on her family for a bit? Like, what if it's like her last goodbye for a bit?
I don't know, and honestly,
what if she's always exciting us with new theories and stuff.
I don't ever want her to leave. Please come back.
Yeah,
we need you to come back. But exactly, because
it's possible.
There's the elevator in Bejeweled, as I was saying. It's all the eras, and the next one after 1999 is Reputation, then it's Debut, and then there's the Karma, because there's the mystery button. So people are thinking it's like Karma, or
and
like a totally different album.
Associating the color orange to it, because there's often an orange door that's popping in and out. Like sometimes in her videos, and at the beginning of her concert, it's like an orange door. So people think that's good, but like
we'll have to see. Honestly, we could talk about this all day about everything that she's doing.
It's just so exciting. Like the Swifties are passionate. Like, we're all gobbling it up. We're just so excited. And like, also what's cool for like other people other than Taylor Swift is that the Swifties is, because they're such like an engaged fan base, they become the audience of like anything Taylor touches, or like gets in touch with, like the NFL. I'm sorry, but like, yes, I cared about football, but I know a lot of people did not watch football at all, and now they do, and they start buying Travis Kelce jerseys, like and they made so much money for the NFL because they all started viewing the game and buying seasonal tickets in case Taylor would come back at an Arrowhead.
It's crazy. Like, even the NFL, like other teams are like, oh, we have a hot player. Maybe she could come and like weasel her way in instead of doing Travis Kelce, which is so funny. But no. Travis is the man for her, guys. Stop. But she's all I have to say is just thank you, Taylor. Without you, I don't think my life or my life would not be the same without her. I love her, and I relate everything to her. She's my favorite artist of all time, with others, but she is number one for me. Always have been since I came out of the womb. So
she's honestly revolutionary, and like, people that don't know her would laugh at that, but like, look at the impact that she has. She changed, like, with the Barbie movie, she changed the economy of America. Are you freaking kidding me?
Yeah.
Like, who has that much impact? Like, maybe she's not a billionaire, but she's made a lot more like changes in like the way that like the connection with the audience is made. Like even artists that were once bigger than her because she's evolved are looking back at themselves and are like, what am I doing with my brand? Like they're all reimagining themselves, and that's because of Taylor.
Yeah, she's the wake up call, guys. Everybody is like, wake up. Everybody has to like live up to that, and
but not necessarily, but like what she's doing, it works. So there's definitely something to take from that.
Exactly. Love her.
Yeah. But I think we could talk about this for hours, but
we can't.
We gotta end this.
Yeah.
Let's just say that we're hoping for a happy ending between Taylor and Travis. I'm hoping to hear some more.
TT.
Because she looks so happy. He looks happy. This looks healthy. Extremely healthy right now.
I want Trailer to come real. Trailer.
Would she release a happy album, like love story album? Maybe. That'd be so cute.
I would. Oh, that would be so cute if he could like do a pop up in a song, or he would sing a little lyric. That would be so cute.
Sing a lyric.
I don't know what he would do, but it would be so cute. And
and I think we're all like so excited for that because we've never seen Taylor like this spontaneous and excited, because she plans absolutely every detail of her life.
Exactly.
So we're just like embracing what's happening right now.
Oh yeah, they're so cute.
I want it to happen, and we're gonna go to the Era store next year.
Yay! I would hope Travis would be there.
Yeah,
but I don't think so.
There's the 1989 re-record. There's the Era store movie. Like, there's always something coming up. We could always talk about it some more. So
yeah, just keep updated. Look at that stuff, and yay.
So thanks for coming with me, Jade.
No problem. I loved doing this. Thank you for inviting me.
You're my favorite person to talk about Taylor Swift with. It's so fun.
I love Florence.
Well, it's time to go, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I might do some more. We'll see about that. So let me know your thoughts on this, your comments. I want to know your theories as well. I'm a Swiftie like you, so please let me know, and I'll update you on the Era Store movie. Okay, bye.